Here we have verse 26 of the 18th chapter, Gospel of Matthew. We're in the midst of this parable that Jesus tells concerning a servant of a great king who has been caught probably in dishonest behavior and owes an astronomical amount of money. And the king, of course, has ordered that he should be sold into slavery along with his family. And the response from this man is recorded for us by Matthew here. Peison, this is from pipto, I fall. This is the aorist participle. So having fallen would be the idea. Un, therefore, hodulos. So the slave, this really elevated official, but of course vis-a-vis the king, he's a slave. So the slave, having fallen, prosekune. This is from proskuneo. The pros means facing or toward. The kuneo is actually connected to the word for a dog. And so it has to do with falling prostrate. It can be translated worshiping, but it really has more to do with just utterly prostrating yourself before another, bowing down, face to the ground. That would be the idea. And so the slave, having fallen, prostrated himself. It takes the dative to him, to the king. Dative singular, masculine. Legon, saying, present participle from lego, I say. Macrothumeson. This is from macrothumeo. The macro, of course, for being big. The thumo from thumos means passion. It can be an outrageous expression of anger, something like that. The macro adds distance to it, so it means be patient. Don't let your anger erupt right away, but put it off a long time would be the idiomatic sense of it. So usually translated simply have patience, be patient with me would be the idea. Epon, ep with emoi, upon me. So be patient with me, kai, connective, panta, and everything, all of it. Apodoso, from apodidomi, to pay back. The future, first person singular, future, active indicative, I will pay everything back, soy, to you. The promise is completely impossible. The amount that Jesus has reported here would be such a large debt that it would be beyond any possible reasonable expectation that can be paid back, and it does seem to represent more an appeal to mercy, but nevertheless mixed with some great promise to make good on the debt as best as possible. Of course, what Jesus is pointing out is that any sinner who comes before God pleading for mercy and trying to say, I'll pay it all back, is, of course, in the same position. There's no possible way to right the debt that has been incurred, and so the sinner comes in an impossible situation, highlighted by the details of this story.